Okay, here we go. Writing terminal game library. Okay, out of stream, I got some work done. So right now, Game of Life pretty much works, right? However, there is a bug with rendering. So, terminal struct doesn't render it properly. Like, I want to speed it up. Like, if I'll go 10 times faster, right? It now goes, it wraps properly, so it comes out of the top, but then something breaks. I can't really explain, like, why does it happen? I really doubt that's an engine problem. Like, it's probably a rendering problem, because there's only one pixel here, not two of them, you know? There should be two of them. Like, it's really weird. However, at the same time, I can't really tell what could cause such problem. Okay, interesting, so my Y doesn't change. I have the same width. So that could be the problem. Somewhere in my code, I do not use this Y. Maybe, I'm not sure. Terminal. Init dimensions. X, Y. Canvas, init, buffer. Array capacity self. Okay. Draw. Canvas, pixel items. We got +1 here and +1 here, but that's how it should work, because in terminal is like one based indexing. Have one base indexing. Has. And 2 because we have 2 items per pixel, right? 2 cells. Yeah, so it should work properly. Oh, wait a minute. Huh? Wait. Oh, yeah, that's how it should work. We got index. We divided by x plus 1, yeah. And here we got modular. That should work. Hello, Enes, hello. How are you doing? Bro is coding the 4th dimension. What do you mean it's only 2? There are only 2 dimensions. I don't know why the width doesn't change. Okay, let's go from the top. So here I got terminal dimension, canvas, init with terminal dimensions, right? And then terminal init with terminal dimensions. So there are 2 points at which it can fail. Okay, there is another point, right? Where is Minecraft parkour? No, he noticed it. Man, I'm sorry to tell you that, but the era has passed. Like, most likely there are not gonna be any parkour in a near time. I'm like deeply sorry to tell you that, but that's what it is. I need my Subway Surfers, Family Guy, Minecraft parkour, simple clips. Like, just an option, you can open 2 tabs. Like, split your screen, you know. Anyway, what I was doing? Yeah, I want to check cell auto. I got dimensions here too. Do I? No, wait a minute. Yeah, Game of Life. Server automaton. Yeah, so it's init, dimensions. Capacity. Yep, cells. Yep. Append times. Need capacity. Yeah, looks good to me, actually. This is too much coding. What do you mean? My brain. I can decrease the amount of lines, you know, so it's not too much. Like, is there gonna be only 30 lines? Is it good enough? I'll also, how do I do that? It's 15, Control V. Oh, not this one. Well, personally, I'm a coder myself. You are? Seriously? What are you coding in? Like, what is your main language? And how long do you code? Now I'm really curious. Okay, it's 15, Control V, and increase. Yay, here we go. You see, I invented Hello World. Like, invented. Like, hello world. Inventor. So yeah, you are Brian Kernigan? No way. Seriously? You are watching my stream? No way. No way. Yep, I'm Brian. No way. My world is never gonna be the same. Okay, as I have such cool people here, can you please help me to solve this bug? Why do I have the same width? Like, why my game takes the width of the terminal if I clearly say, like, where it is? I clearly say, take term dimensions y minus equal 10, right? So, on X it works, I have 10 pixels here, and on Y it doesn't work. Okay, actually considering it can draw on the right side, I think it's probably a canvas bug, I would say. Dimensions, array capacity, X and Y, makes sense? Init capacity, yep. Appended times, yep. Dimensions, yep. Good. Why it doesn't work? Basu, what kind of game are you making? Okay, right now I'm not making a game. Generally I'm writing a game engine. More like a game library, so it's just a simplification for you to make games easier, so you don't have to think about like specific realizations, but about the features of your game, you know? And everything else, like, that's my library. But right now I'm writing Game of Life. Maybe you heard about that. Conway's Game of Life. So it's a lore automaton, which have really simple rules. So it's basically just a grid of squares. And if I'm not mistaken, like, every square has 8 neighbors. Do they show it? Yeah, so every square has 8 neighbors, and if particular square have 2 or 3 neighbors, it survives. If it's alive and it has 2 to 3 neighbors, it survives. If it's dead and it has 3 neighbors, exactly, it becomes alive again. Yeah, and like these 2 simple rules create infinitely complex structures. So it's basically like this game is Turing complete, and there are people who write processors in this game. It's just insane. Like, do they have video? Conway's Game of Life, CPU, computer display. So a few squares, as your friend, yeah, cool, and it can die, even better. Yeah, it can. There are like scenes. There are a lot of kind of structures, and there are one structure called bomb, right? So it basically you can place it, and it will infinitely scale and wipe everything behind it. It's so cool. Like, look at that. There is glider, the same, like, these are gliders, the same I have here. Okay. Okay, it is supposed to be a display. Okay, something is happening. Drawing a square in a circle. Oh, there are pixels. Can you see them? Insane. That's insane. Why is yours sad though? Why is yours sad though? He's falling to his death? Don't tell that. He enjoyed his life. Like his proper glider life. Can you see that? Oh, is it so cool? Like, it's Game of Life made with Game of Life. That's insane. Game of Life bomb. It's not a bomb, what the hell? Never mind, I'll not find it, I guess. WTH. What does WTH mean? I got no idea. What the heck? Okay, you can write, you know, like WTF. It makes more sense. Yeah, why am I so mean? I just don't know what WTH mean. Okay, now I know. Anyway, I got dimensions. Damn, it's so hot. I feel like I'm sweating in real time. I got no idea why it doesn't work. Let's get back. Term dimensions equals. What if I'll do something like that? Term dimensions equals new struct with .x being term dimensions .x minus 10. Y equals term dimensions .y minus 10. I mean, I'm not sure it's gonna work, but we can try it out. Right. Yeah, it still doesn't work. Okay, I got another idea. What if I'll make it like ridiculously huge amount? What if I make it 100? Okay, it doesn't work. 30. Damn, just give me the 30. Right. Oh, wait, that's exit doesn't work, right? Y works properly. Right. Hear me out. Term dimensions x equals 108, y equals minus 100. You can't make the len negative, right? Can you? It's impossible to make len negative. 108 minus 108. Okay, for some reason now it works. Damn, it works properly. Like it goes through the screen. So basically, it's like everything happens on the torus, right? How could I write it? Torus to the plane wrapping. So we got to the plane, but actually it is in a torus, right? So is there like easy to understand visualization? So basically, like all sides are connected, right? That's what I mean. So if you go down, you appear on the up. Yep. Why it works with 100? That's a question. Is it the problem? Like, it kinda doesn't make sense. What if I'll set it, like, to 20? Damn, just write it. Okay. So I can set it. What if I'll make it huge? 100. Oh, now I see. Now it's gonna be the same bug, right? So we can draw it. It draws. Yeah, and now it's stuck for some time, right? If I'll make it even bigger, like 200, it will stay on the sides until it will go 200 pixels and then it will reappear. Yeah. I don't understand, what's the problem? That's the problem. Like, right now, you see, and then it reappears. So, basically, my screen is wider than my terminal. So my encode screen is wider than my real screen, which is weird. It's not how it should work. Term. I got term here. Windows, not, I need Linux. Column, row, X, Y. It should make sense. Why it doesn't work? That's fucking confusing. I didn't understand the scene. I tried print hello world though. Okay, right now there are like memory representation of my screen, right? So this screen, it has to be in memory. Then I edit this memory and then my code prints on the real screen something that happens in the memory, right? The problem is my screen in the memory is bigger than my real screen, and because of that, my glider stacks on the sides until it can get through the real screen until he will appear on the not real but in memory. Okay, it becomes complicated quickly. Never mind, it's just the problem of size. I don't know how to explain it. I still don't understand. Like, to be honest, after my explanation, I don't understand it either. I mean, I understand, but it becomes much more complicated. Anyway, term dimensions, right? Why doesn't it work? So the problem is somewhere here, right? It's not there. It's in term dimensions. Okay, what if I'll quit this terminal, right? I'll just close it. No, just this window. Close terminal. New window. Move to third workspace, clear. ZIG will run. Come on. Okay, it's because I set it. Minus. Okay, it doesn't work. So why do you change X and Y amount to make it move to different places? No. X and Y is so basically just the screen size. So you can see there are gray pixels, it's my terminal. And there are black pixels, it's my game, basically. So this is my screen, right? So I can set it to be like cube 20 by 20, maybe 30 by 30, you know? And so this is my screen, basically, just a small square. Now, what I do here is taking the size of a terminal, right? So if I remove that, I just like taking the size of my terminal and set it to the screen. Wait a minute, I got it. Damn, I got it. I know what the problem is. Fuck, I know what the problem is. Okay, so the point is, every pixel is 2 cells, right? So when you write something in a terminal, like any symbol, it has approximate ratio of 1 to 2 to 1, right? So it's like a rectangle with aspect ratio of 2 to 1. So I got 2 of these rectangles to get a square pixel. And because of that, I have to... What have I done? Because of that, I have to divide x by 2. Because I have two cells, 2 symbols per pixel. And now work, please. Oops. My bad. And it should work. Yay, it works! It works! Now I got fully working Game of Life. Okay. Okay. Let's find cool patterns. Game of Life. Patterns. Okay, I really want bomb pattern. Life. I should call it Conways. Is it W or V? Anyway, it's probably W. Bomb. Structure. Let's see. Time bomb. Start. Speed. Okay, so it grows in one direction and it shoots gliders. I mean, I saw something bigger. Not gonna lie. Just a glider. Come on. Can you just give me something cool? Images. Turin explosion, let's check it out. Ah. Yeah, that's not what I want. There was some small pattern which can grow into huge mess. Game of life structures, okay. Stable, stable, repeat, death, square, boat, loaf, sheep. These are stable. The F pentamino stabilizers, meaning future iterations are easy to predict after 1103 iterations. The class of patterns which start off small but take a very long time to become periodic and wow, interesting. Okay. The name suggests build nothing. What the hell is that? Okay, that's not what I want. 1 to 3. Okay. Anyway, what can I do with it? I want an easy functionality to draw sprites, right? So I need sprites. Sprites are gonna be two-dimensional arrays. That's for sure. It should be dynamic. It will not be comp time, right? So I'm going to canvas. I'm creating a structure here called sprite. Pub const sprite struct what do I need here? Yeah, so it's pixels. It's gonna be a slice or a list. It's probably a slice, but how am I gonna initialize it? Oh, I cannot change it in size after initializing, right? Yes, it actually makes sense. So I'm doing an array of pixels. How do I? Okay, it's self dot. How do I do that? I got self here. Yep. Self dot color. Okay. Actually, I'm kind of confused right now. Can I? Should I make it that way? Yeah, why not? Let's try it out. Create a method called init. I don't need allocator, right? I just need dimensions. Which is gonna be vec2 u16. Do I have vec2 here? Yeah, I do. Why is it blue? It should be yellow. Anyway, dimensions, then I guess that's it. And we return self. Oh, there is a problem actually. There is actually a problem. Can I use canvas? I can't. It's impossible to use canvas. So that color. Interesting. Okay, then I'll just return sprite. Sprite. Then. And what? Pixels. Equals. How do I initialize it? Array. Dimensions. It's not how it should work, right? Or is it? dimensions. And it should be Y here and X here. I cannot init it. Const pixels. Make it that way. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Yep, something like that. Expected tickle. Seriously, I cannot. Tickles undefined. Then I'm going through it. 4 pixels. I get rows. 4 row pixel. Is it a pointer? Can I make it a pointer? Do I have to do it that way? Pixel equals color dot black. Oh damn, I really have to have transparent pixels. I really need transparent pixels. Yep. But it's gonna be a bool, right? I cannot make half transparent pixels in terminal. Oh. There is no way. I'm pretty sure there is no way. Let's rename this. Oh, it will not rename in all files, right? We'll have to address it later. Transparent. How do I write transparent? Yep. Transparent. Bool. Nice. Then. Pop. Fan. Init. And it's gonna be R. G. Obviously B. And transparent. Return self. Color. What's wrong? Oh, I see. Color. Okay, now I can replace this. Like, here is gonna be... White is 240. That's weird. Anyway. Can I make dot init? Is it? No, it's not a scene. Color dot init. 0, 0, 0. False. It actually feels kind of weird, right? Because why would I do that way? I can do an option, right? I just can do an option. That means some colors are gonna be null. Yeah. That's actually a much better approach. You know? I mean, I still like how this init function looks. Looks pretty clean. But I'll do that without transparent. Damn, I really have to learn new them. Like, doing it that way feels insane. I don't like it. Actually, you know what I can do? I'm learning and how can I replace all struct init is init function. In least amount of it's possible. I copy everything actually. Let's see. It's probably gonna be regex. 2.s. Okay, 2.s it's for replace, right? But I'll have to insert this value somehow. The substitute command is the most direct and requires the fewest action for the specific problem. The substitute command, fastest. This is the most efficient method. What the hell is that? I ain't writing that. No, I'm not writing that. That's crazy. Who the fuck writes it that way? Insane. This is the most efficient method. We'll use regular expression to find the struct initialization pattern, capture the number of values, and then use those capture values in the replacement. Insane. Step-by-step guide. Visually select the lines. Run the substitute command. Here is command to type. Wow. Wow. After pressing the enter, selected lines will be instantly transformed. Wow. Breakdown of the command. Okay. Method to using the macro. More manual but a core win skill. Perform. Okay, move your cursor to the start of the pub const blue line. Start recording a macro. Press QA. The command line will show recording. Oh, that's interesting. We are now recording everything we type into a register. Perform the edit on the current line. F finds the character. Okay. CI change inside the block. This deletes everything inside the braces and puts your insert mode. Type bracket parentheses. Types open in parentheses. Yeah. Escape. Go back to normal mode. Paste the text you just deleted before the cursor. Now your lines looks like, yeah. Change the case of the two. Damn, that's way too difficult. No, I'm not doing that either. I'm just gonna do that manually. Why they try to complicate it so much? Actually, that's me who complicates everything, right? Right? So next is gonna be Cyan. Agenta. Next one is the last one, yellow. Okay, now I have to add transparency in some way. Right? How do I do that? It should be canvas. And here I'm using not color. Oh, it's a sprite. Where do I have it? Yeah, here I'm using not a color but optional color. Now Open times. Null. Nice. Optional color here. Here. Actually, what is color? Color Z. Can I make it optional here? I can. That changes a lot. Wait, but it's not gonna work that way, right? Because there are gonna be no not optional color. I have to manually add question marks here. Okay, let's just redo it. Not this one. So equal color. Color. How do I do that? Okay, in my canvas, there can be nulls instead of color. So I'll have to check. I'll not be able to call this method before not checking if it's null or not. It's not what I want actually, right? So I should do it here. I check if self and other. Is it how it works? ZIG null check. Just equals null. Okay. Equals null. Actually, I can copy that. If is it here? Return true. Return false. Nice. Clean. It's clean. Next. Damn, I have to like paste question marks everywhere. Color, color, color. Okay, I got color here. Draw rectangle. Color. Okay. Sprite. Okay, I don't care about sprite right now. Actually, I want to delete it right now. Or do I? Okay, let's leave it here. Let's leave it here. I'll just ignore it. Color. Okay, now let's go to canvas. Index. It returns pointer. Oh, is it a null pointer? Okay. Can I do it that way? Is there a difference? ZIG optional. Options uses question mark t, the syntax question mark t, and are used to store the data null or a value of type t. Okay, makes sense. Null, just like undefined, null has its own type, and the only way to use it is to cast it to a different type. Okay. Optional pointers. An optional pointer is guaranteed to be the same size as a pointer. The null of the optional is guaranteed to be address 0. Pointers cannot be null. If you want a null pointer, use optional prefix to make the pointer type optional. Okay. Damn. Okay, but what if I want a pointer to an optional value? Is it possible? So now it's a pointer to a value which can be optional. Does it make sense, generally? Probably not. I'm not sure. ZIG versus... Oh, I got... No, it was right from the very first. Pointers optionals. On our next project, we are going to build a... Okay. Number. We create a pointer object in ZIG by using ampersand operator. When you put this operator before the name of this, you get memory address of this object as a result, When you store this memory address inside a new object, this new object becomes a pointer object because it stores memory address, People mostly use pointers as alternative way to access particular value. For example, I can use pointer object to access the value stored by the number object. This operation of accessing the value that the pointer points to is normally called, pointer in ZIG using stars, The number 5 pointed, Where are optionals? Can I just get star after that? Here we go. Optional pointers. What are optionals? Optionals and optional pointers. Optional pointers. You can also mark a pointer object as an optional pointer, meaning that the object contains either a null value or a pointer that points to a value. When you mark a pointer as optional, the data type of the pointer object becomes optional pointer const t or optional pointer t, depending if the value pointed by the pointer is a constant value or not. The question mark identifies the object as optional while stars identifies... but can I swap them? Or will it be the same scene? In the example below, okay. But what happens? Here we go. In the example below, we are recreating the idea. Now the pointer objects have a data type of... instead of... Notice that the star symbol comes before the question mark this time. So now we have a pointer that points to a value that is either null or is sensitive to 2-bit integer. That's what I want. Null handling is in optionals. I have to check it. Okay, so that makes sense. So it's a pointer to an optional value. That makes sense. Actually, you know what? That's kinda silly. I should just return the index. It's gonna be usize. Never mind. Never mind everything I just said. Okay. Draw rect. Set pixel. Actually, color can be optional, right? Self index pose. Actually, now it's self.pixels. Self.index.pose. Color. No, it makes sense. Clear. Yeah, we get the pointer and we change it. Yep. Okay, looks good enough for me. What was the problem? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I have to write a way to draw transparent pixels. So right now, what we're doing here, we get canvas. Canvas, pixels, items, go through them. If it's transparent, we just skip it, right? Because it ain't gonna work other way around. If color equals no, then what we are doing? We copy this line, paste it here, and we just delete everything, like basically everything. And leave it as it is. Okay, is there a better way? Try. There should be just right? Right. No. Why do I write dot? Buffer writer? Right. Okay, slice. Write all. What's the difference between them? Your size. Wait. Okay. Write byte 10 times. Yeah, good to me. That's good to me. No, actually, I'll just leave it as it is for consistency. Now it's not gonna work. Optional canvas color 40. Seriously, I just checked if it's nil. So here it's not nil. How do I... if num... If color, then I capture it. Shadows, damn. No, or color? I don't know, I have really no idea. Or color? Continue. Okay, no, actually I don't really feel great. I'll end on it and finish it tomorrow.